Welcome to Better Together. This week, I wanted to let you know that you're a match. Okay, so what I mean by that is you're this little match. And if you look, there's a bunch of matches lined up. And as we think about all the effects of the coronavirus, you might think, well, what impact can I have in terms of helping to spread it or not spread it? And depending on where you are on that scale, you might feel very differently. But as I thought about it, I realized that I'm a match. And the fire that I light has an effect on everybody around me. What I mean by that is I wanted to do a little experiment and show you what I mean. So if you're a match or I'm a match, and we're all lined up together, and this is the effects of social distancing. Of course, that wouldn't start, but we catch something, and as we are going through life, we end up affecting other people around us. And that would just continue all the way down the line, people catching on fire. But the person who's actually practicing social distancing, removing themselves from the trend line, actually has the best chance of not only not catching it, but not spreading the virus as well. So this is really important. And I'm going to leave this right here so you can keep thinking about the effects of social distancing. So, what's the point here? Okay, this is relevant to coronavirus in terms of social distancing, but it's also relevant to thinking in terms of my impact on other people. When you just continue the trend, when you go ahead and do what everyone else is doing, or you comply with what the status quo is, you really run the risk of just spreading more of what's already been out there. And for me, I don't want to be someone who just spreads more of what has already been out there. I want to be someone who actually has ideas, sticks to those ideas, is open to input, but is willing to stand out from the crowd. So that's what social distancing is. That's what standing up for what you really believe is you can see how people just go right down the line and they spread whatever it is, whether it's a virus, whether it's bad thinking, whether it's bad belief systems, whatever it is, you could just be part of the crowd, or you can actually distance yourself from whatever it is everyone else is doing and say, I want to stand out from that. And so I thought of us all as matches. And when you are lit, you have the opportunity to really affect everyone around you and be impacted by people around you. So you don't want to just distance yourself from every thought and idea. The point here is to be willing to separate yourself from the crowd when the time is right. And the time is now. When you think about social distancing, I personally am not going to stay away from every single person that I would normally come in contact to, but absolutely the idea of minimizing as much as practical the idea of spending a lot of time with people you don't need to right now, and minimizing the chance of not only you catching it, but you passing it on to other people. And that's the key there. And if we all practice that, I think we really have a chance at maybe not eliminating this disease, but at least having the chance to mitigate the effects of it right now. So that's a practical thing for me this week, just practicing social distancing, but it's also bigger than that, because the point here is not just about coronavirus and social distancing. It's, as you can see, you have an effect on people around you. Now, I know that's a really simple illustration, but I wanted to point out one final idea, and that is, if we're all matches, and I only have literally 2 matches left, so this better light, and you think of a fire. Now, so here's the point. If you're a match, you may actually be thinking, what impact can I really have? And as we talked about, you removing yourself can have a huge impact. But also, when you stand up for something, not necessarily just remove yourself from the trend, but you actually stand up and stand out for something, that can actually have a way bigger effect than just simply not passing something on. It can start an entire wildfire. Remember, one single match can start a huge, huge fire. And I have a bunch of wood and sticks in here, and here's the point. One single match can light the entire fire. So remember, we're better together. It's about progress, not perfection, and you are a match that can light a fire. Have a great week.